Hello, Business Practicum students. This is Professor Hasse. This is our introduction video for week number 3 for our classes on Tuesday and Thursday, September 15th and 17th. So Team Leos, Team Bandemic, and Team Laverne, we head into week 3, which is our finalizing our Wix training and beginning more constructive and actual producing the beginnings of our business plan. So tomorrow, Tuesday, you have a regular Wix.com training session with that link that you already have with Mr. Sean Snyder from the Small Business Center. And then at 5:45 for our CEOs, CFOs, and Chief Operating Officers, you will have a meeting, which I've already sent you the link to at 5:45 tomorrow afternoon after the scheduled Wix training. At this meeting, we'll go over the procedures and finalizations of the business plan. What do I expect? Begin the mapping out of financial statements and strategies, and begin that process. Then we will have our regular class on Thursday during our regular Zoom hours. We'll break out into groups. We'll make sure that we now have Team Leos and Team Laverne. You have your team name. We have a team logo. And we begin the process. So on beginning this Thursday, you have your draft number 1 due. So I expect to see either Thursday, prior to Thursday's class, or no later than Thursday evening, your introduction or your draft of your business plan. Maybe your team introductions, the CEO's description of your team, your product, that sort of thing. You don't have to worry about finance stuff, operation stuff, but just the beginning pages, the beginning sections of the business plan I would like to see by the end of this week. Then a week from that day, with Thursday, September 24th, we will have the second draft due of the business plan, and that one will include the preliminary financial statement numbers, the most likely scenario of your team's plan, the worst case scenario of your team's plan, and your best case scenario of your team's plan. That is due a week from Thursday. And I will talk about that with your officers tomorrow afternoon. We will also have on September 24th a mock-up dress rehearsal of the Wells Fargo presentation. Now, as of this date, this very minute, the Wells Fargo presentation is still a little bit up in the air as far as timeline. It's either going to be Tuesday, September 29th or Thursday, October 1st. If I was a betting man, I would put and count on Thursday, October 1st. That's what I'm going to go with. If I find out otherwise before our meetings this week, I will let you know. But we will do a mock-up dress rehearsal. In other words, it really would be called a dress rehearsal, but a mock-up, just going through the procedures of the presentation, how you speak, when you speak. Might be good if you take a look at a video or those PowerPoints of prior Wells Fargo presentations to get up to speed on that. We'll begin to talk about that on September 24th, a week from Thursday. Very important because that's a week before the Wells Fargo presentation. So our lot on our plate this week. Before I move along and finish up this introduction video, I wanted to show you some things that I have posted. I wanted to show you some things that I've, oh, there we go. Wanted to show you some things, there we go, I'm getting confused with myself here. Some things that I have posted in YouTube. So let me bring that up to you. Here's our YouTube site, our playlist for Business 390, and I've added 3 videos this week, and these videos might be good for your marketing and sales team to review. It's the basic tutorial for Wix. A lot of you have already seen, are pretty up to speed on this, but some of you maybe some of you have not been participating much in our classes thus far, you might want to take a look at these videos. The pros and cons of starting an e-commerce site. Now, this is mainly for retail businesses with a storefront. We're not a storefront business. We're just creating a site to help us with our sales. But the cons, the negatives of this video are quite important to see. What could go wrong? What are the problems that you may encounter? that might be some advantageous to your VPs of marketing and sales. And then finally, e-commerce marketing strategies. When you're putting together your strategies for your business plan, these might be some ideas to take into account in strategizing about how you're going to sell and market your product. E-commerce marketing strategy, excuse me. So take a look at these 3 videos, and whatever scale you are on your teams, they might prove advantageous to you to review and study in planning of your business plan and your marketing e-commerce. So we are off and running in our class for this week 3. Excuse me, I seem a little bit unorganized this afternoon, but I am organized. Just got a lot of things going on my desk front. But we are off and running for this week number 3. The next 2 weeks, basically the next 3 weeks, weeks 3, 4, and 5. Weeks 5 is the Wells Fargo presentation. These will determine your success going into the sales period when you start selling on Monday, October 5th. So weeks 3, 4, and 5 are very important. And remember, these next 3 weeks, I do the final assessment of your first grade in this course, which is be roughly 25% of your course grade based on your first 5 weeks of participation in this course. Some of you have yet, I repeat, have yet to go to the Blackboard site under my organizations. Please do so. That's showing me your lack of enthusiasm for participating in this class, even though it might be a lousy example. Still, I need to see that all of you are visiting your Blackboard My Organization site for your team. Please do so this week. So we start that assessment review going over the next few weeks for your first grade in this course. All right, everybody. Thanks for your attention. Hope all is well, and we'll see you tomorrow at the WIX meeting. We'll see the officers tomorrow late afternoon with our meeting with me, and we'll see you all in our Zoom class on Thursday. Study, be prepared, practice strategy, find your team name and logo, and we'll be in good shape this week. Thanks, everybody. See you then. Bye-bye.